Hey everybody, Mike Fifer, Fifer Hobby Supply. But you all knew that. Most of you anyway. Um, we're going to do 119 today, and I'm going to show you, I'm probably going to re-show you some things that I've already shown you because I don't remember where I left off. And I'm going to show you, I came out here to run trains. We're going to run some trains. But I want to show you what I ran into when I came out to run trains. I got the freight F unit. I don't know if I talked about it in the previous video, but I believe I did. Dropping it on its nose on the floor. I have that fixed. I went to run it out here and kept having derailments over here. I'll show you what I did to fix that. And apparently I have. Why I've never had derailments there before, I don't know, because the track was drastically messed up there. But nevertheless, we're going to look at that. Going to look at this hole back here in the fascia and a couple other things and just run a few trains and see how it goes. I have been a little sidetracked again with the Mustang. I put the top down, put the cover on the back, was going to go for a little drive, decided to stop and get gas. Filled it up with gas. It turned itself off. I turned around to hang up the pump. I looked back down and the gas is just pouring out of the tank as fast as I put it in there. And come to find out there's a rubber gasket that goes in the tank where the filler neck goes in. I never had a trouble with any of that stuff before, but I have trouble with it now. So I had to drop the tank, siphon all the fuel out, drop the tank, put a new rubber in there, put the filler neck back in, put it all back up, the whole thing. So anyway, I got a little sidetracked with that little fiasco. But aside from that, I've come out here and done some stuff and cleaned up the floor, went through my boxes down there on the floor. The car cover that came with the car and the bra and stuff I put in here because I probably will never use it on the car. I don't know. It's always in the garage. But I'll hang on to it for now. Anyway, that's kind of what's happening around here right now. But instead of me just babbling on like I always do, why don't we just get with it? One of the trains I'm going to talk about is that AB unit that's going along back there. I am having a little bit of trouble with it coming apart somewhere over here behind me. I'm going to study that. But that is the locomotive that I was pulling out of the case for one of the guys in the club to look at and dropped it on the floor. Don't know if I mentioned it in one of the other videos, but broke the front end off of it. the plow and the coupler and all kinds of crap, and lost a horn and some other stuff. But as you can see, I've got it fixed and running. I still haven't found the horn, and I haven't found a blue horn in my box to put back on it, but it's running. Since I haven't run out here for a while, and I've had the air conditioner and heater turned off, I have had a couple of track issues. We'll get into those right now. Okay, it never fails, right? The hardest place you have to get to is always the place you have derailments and problems. My little scrap train got stuck in here and wouldn't. I think the train's a little too heavy, if you can imagine that, for those 2 units. But it got stuck coming up the hill in here. But before that, I don't know what happened. I lost a car somewhere along the ways, and I've taken that car out of the train now. It was the gondola that was at the beginning of the train. For some reason, it keeps coming off in indiscriminate locations around. I'm going to have to take a look at that car. One of the problems is the train is kind of heavy, and that car is very light, and I'm running it at the front of the train. That's always a problem. But anyway, I'm going to work on this here, and as soon as this train here goes by, I'll show you what I got planned. See how it sticks? Not exactly sure what's happening here. It's wanting to go, just doesn't go. But it's okay, because we're going to remedy that, and let me show you how. I did some measuring of this piece, and I'm going to cut a hole in it, just like you see the pencil marks there. And hopefully that works, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to make the hole bigger, and I'm going to take that tile off of there. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to make it so I can at least reach in there and retrieve some things, or give it a little push, or whatever it needs inside there, without having to constantly remove it. And I know you guys said put a magnet on it, put some hinges on it, do something with it. Well, I'm going to cut a hole in it. But I know there's a bunch of good suggestions. I'm just too lazy to put magnets or something on it to hold it on there. But we'll see. But anyway, the idea right now is to make a hole there. Okay, when I came out today, and I put that AB unit on that I have repaired, and I came around the mainline track, just the one in the middle there, and I came down this way, I started having derailments right about here. Well, come to find out, this piece of track right here, the outside edge of it was much lower than the inside edge of it. And what was happening is the locomotive was running across that little short section there, and the truck was just rolling off the track there. It didn't happen with my 6-axle locomotives, but it did with the 4-axle. So anyway, I wet that, I stuck a putty knife under it, and I lifted it today. And now, when that train comes around, we'll take a video of it going through there. But these are the kind of things you can expect to happen. I mean, obviously, I've never run 4 axles on that since I redid this curve here, but it was a problem. But anyway, I'll show you when that train comes around, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, here it is coming along. We're going to kind of get behind it and kind of watch its attitude. You can see now that it does bump a little bit over that little hump, but the locomotive stays straight up and down. Before, when it went over that, the outside edge of that track was low, and the locomotive would lean to the left, to our left as we're looking at it. And the front truck would try and stay level and just roll right off the track. So there are times when you just got to go in and bite the bullet, uh, put some water on the track, make an adjustment, and go back and fill that in with some more ballast. That's all you can do. So I've made that adjustment. I'm going to let it dry. It's wet right now, but I'm going to let it dry, put some more ballast in there, tint it up again, and we should be off and running. I don't know if I had it in one of the other videos or not, but I've tried using the static applicator again, and it turned out pretty good. The only thing is, I don't like this Woodland Scenics one. The head of it is so big that you wind up having that stuff everywhere. Everywhere you don't want it, it's there. So I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to do around. I never have used it before. If I can get a way to apply it in a more condensed area instead of this 4-inch circle applicator, I'm going to try it some more. But I had one of the European applicators that had a real fine funnel tip on it. I'm going to try and get that back from Gavin and see if I can maybe experiment with that one a little bit. Well, everybody, that's it for 119. I hope you enjoyed it. Um, I didn't say anything during the video, but I'm getting kind of tired. I mean, I know this isn't completely done over here, but I'm getting kind of tired of messing with it or working on it, and I think now that I've got the lights in, I can go back and do scenery stuff as I want to. You can come out here and do a little bit and forget about it. But anyway, what I'm saying is I'm really looking forward to working on the branch line down here. And I believe I want to start where the chemical plant is and kind of start working my way around. But I might skip. I don't know. But I've kind of got it in my craw to whatever a craw is. But I've got something in it that makes me want to go down there and work on that section. Another thing that I realized I got to wrap up is along the edges of the layout. When I took all the fascia off, I've got all that chipped plaster and stuff, and I need to do something with that, and I'm not exactly sure what yet. But I will get there. Take my word for it. I'm getting kind of motivated. The weather's cooling off and getting kind of crummy here. It's 50 mile an hour, 60 mile an hour gusts today again. I don't know where this came from. It was beautiful yesterday. It was beautiful this morning. I mowed the yard. Beautiful. But it's instead of blue sky, we have brown sky today. So, anyways, that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video today. And oh, look at my hands way over here out of the picture. Thanks for watching.